At his best, Minnesota Fighting Vikings superstar edge rusher Danielle "The Real Deal" Hunter is one of the best pass rushers in the National Football League. Also, he's only 28 years old, so he's got some fantastic football ahead of him. But a big question was what was going to happen with Danielle Hunter, who has always been a traditional hand-in-the-dirt 4-3 defensive end, switching to a stand-up outside linebacker and new defensive coordinator Ed Donatel's 3-4 scheme. Well, the results were sort of mixed. I mean, it was fine at the early going. In the middle of the season and the late part of the season, there was a little bit of a lull. We had pointed out that Za'Darius Smith had only had 1 sack in 6 games for a 4-week stretch in between Dallas and the Detroit games. 4 games, Danielle Hunter only had 1 sack, and it seems like the pass rush had been inert. The Vikings were playing all that soft coverage, and the pass rush simply just was not getting home, and it was frustrating because you have Za'Darius, who at one time was leading the league in pressures and sacks. Danielle Hunter obviously has all the talent in the world, but they weren't getting home. So everyone in the realm was up in arms against Ed Donatel, but respect, where Ed Donatel switched things up on defense. Not a lot of coaches would do that. You've seen stubbornness, you've seen egos get in the way, but respect this man for being selfless and allowing this defense to get after it. And Danielle Hunter, my man, baby, has been fantastic the last 2 weeks. He's absolutely just been bringing the thunder. Over the last 2 games against the Colts and the Giants, 12 tackles, 14 pressures, 17.9% pressure rate. Danielle, for reference, has a career about a 13.2% pressure rate, so he's absolutely just bringing the stank and bringing the heat. He's got 3.5 sacks. He's been PFF's number 4 edge rusher over the last 2 games. He was number 2 in Week 16. Also, he's only dropped into coverage 2 times. 2 times, because that was a big issue where Donatel, you have Danielle Hunter, and you're just dropping him into coverage, picking up a running back or a tight end or sometimes even a receiver on a shallow crosser. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous, but respect. They're putting Danielle Hunter in spots where he can succeed. He's rushing from the left and right side. He's finding favorable matchups, and he's absolutely getting it done. So, I mean, Danielle Hunter and Za'Darius Smith are back to being one of the best and most productive edge rushing tandems in the National Football League, and I'm just so happy for Danielle. Like, he's low-key one of my favorite Vikings. He's a guy who just shows up, does the work, quiet guy, and just like quiet professional, and just does the damn thing, and is still playing at a high level. And also, he's in a quasi de facto contract year for the Vikings because his current deal, after they restructured it and paid him his rooster bonus last offseason, like, ain't going to hold up. So I think that the Vikings will have a decision to make with Danielle Hunter. Do they trade him? Do they extend him long term? I think we all know what my answer is, because, I mean, Danielle, allowed to be Danielle in the new defense. He's finding his way, and it's just been beautiful, man. It's just been beautiful. Stop sleeping on Danielle Hunter. He's still one of the best edge rushers in the National Football League, and he's only 28. A lot of great football ahead of him. But your thoughts are thoughts. 99 is back to being a problem for opposing offenses. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skull Production Value.